Hey YouTube, I found a game, so I wanted to start a recording and commentate as I play, as I usually do. Difficulty 5 bugs, and I don't believe we are, well, we are doing one defense, and I believe there's a black box involved. So I'll do a one-handed weapon for the bugs. I think this, you know what, I'll do a recoilless rifle. And then I need an answer for... Well, I can do that. If we're going to be doing some escorting, I like to do the static fields.
Hard to aim with this thing.
Okay. So I'm reading the situation. It looks like we're on the move. We just completed an objective, so
Like
we're going to the black box in the top left.
I do like that the aiming doesn't go as fast as you move the stick, because it like balances it.
I might have to mute this guy.
Yeah.
I am gonna have to mute
Everything about this game is genius. Like the.
Okay, that's great. I muted him. We need to get to that black box. Okay. I had to be careful of that grenade. It might not have hit me if I didn't dive, but it was a safe thing to do to just dive. So we are on the move. Hopefully this player knows that we're on the move and doesn't have to call things in. And we have reached the structure, and now we have to go actually back down left to extract. This person has their microphone open, so I'm going to have to mute him. Remember, when you first start the game, by default your mic is open, so you might want to consider putting it to push to talk. Okay. We're going to enter a minefield here. I'm sure they don't know that it's a minefield. I'm going to wait for them all to die. Okay, well. I can't call him in.
Request acknowledged.
He's gonna die again from that mine on the left side, unless he dives. Yep.
Negative.
I'm gonna call them all in again.
Request confirmed.
And I'm gonna continue to just dance up here.
Take cover.
I don't think they actually see the mines on the ground. So I'm gonna actually go this way. There's no mines here. They're gonna die again.
No. No.
Request acknowledged.
So now we have an impaler here. I still don't think they understand what the mines do.
Stay here. Wait.
Request confirmed.
To the sky.
So they just need to grab their weapon and like move on.
Engage.
So that was kind of comical. Hopefully we can actually get to extraction.
Extraction confirmed. Shuttle inbound. ETA team. Supplies incoming.
I'm going to use my static field and then call in my recoilless rifle. It doesn't look like we have too much anti-tank.
Incoming.
We do have an Avenger.
Engaging target area. Equipment on its way. Firing for effect. Over.
few possible spawn points up top. I'm gonna throw the static field where the alarm was. Don't stand in front of a turret.
Hold down. T-minus 30 seconds.
Say hello to democracy! Get over!
Defensive retaliatory incoming.
Yes, sir! No!
ETA T-minus 15 seconds.
So I'm just down at the bottom, just watching,
10 seconds.
stepping in when I can.
T-minus 5 firing for effect.
I don't know why you would throw an incendiary bomb down there, so I guess I'm moving. I'm not going down there anymore.
Democracy!
We should all be able to get on the shuttle, and that's it. So remember, when it comes to mines, you can see them on the ground. Just look to see where the mines are, and don't go on them. That's all there really is to it. So anytime you have a lot of people, or most of your team, struggling with the mines, you should actually be the one just to step back and let them deal with the mines, and then proceed cautiously. There is a blast radius with the mines. There's an area of effect that instantly kills you, so you don't want to be near your friends in a minefield.
Crew to stations. I repeat, crew to stations.
Okay. There's going to be tank bugs here. I'm also expecting a lot of friendly fire. I'm expecting people to call in turrets in a retaliatory strike that's already an arena. So I think it's going to be dicey really quick. I'm not really sure what to bring here. I should change it up. Even like the stasis field I don't really like, but I feel like I'll just keep it. Okay. Maybe I should have brought a secondary weapon like an obliterator. I really am predicting a lot of friendly fire with the turrets. It's going to be an arena that already restricts your movement, so I'm expecting my movement to be even more restricted by my teammates.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
Thankfully, the arena doesn't have any natural obstructions, so I have the freedom of moving around. We do have an Avenger for anti-tank. I did not bring any anti-tank, so I actually made a mistake here.
Deploying defensive assets.
There's one turret.
Engaging target area.
There's two
Defensive
turrets.
stratagem incoming.
So you can kind of already see that it's going to get ugly quickly. There's one death. I'm gonna have to call him in if I can get the numbers. Not the numbers, the direction, the directionals, the arrows. I can't talk apparently. So I kind of feel restricted in this area down here.
Watch yourself. Dropping equipment.
Oh god, that suit's done. Get away from the suit, it's gonna blow up. Get away from the suit.
Firing for effect. Over.
I am not gonna help them up. Oh god.
Request accepted.
I think that APC will burn to death. to continue to stay back here.
Request confirmed.
He should be using the Avenger to take
Standby.
down the tanks,
Equipment on its way.
but he is not.
Equipment on its way.
I'm actually thinking of taking the Avenger at this point and actually fighting the tank bug.
Request confirmed.
I'm low on ammo. I'm probably going to grab a box of ammo here.
Dropping equipment. Repeat. Dropping equipment.
And then in fact I think I'll reload and just grab the other one.
Deploying defensive access. Deploying ordnance.
I had to dive there to evade that tank bug.
Request
And
acknowledged.
they're both dead. Here's another one.
Dropping equipment.
I have to be careful where I'm shooting the Avenger,
Incoming.
because it will kill my friends pretty quickly. Take out the Avenger. Start putting some of that toxic material on him. That grenade was no good there.
Request confirmed.
My priority is the tank bug. I do need to make sure that I am putting the toxic material on it.
Confirmed. Shuttle inbound. ETA T minus 1 minute 30 seconds. Incoming fire. T minus 1 minute. ETA T minus 30 seconds. Defensive equipment inbound.
Notice how I'm not continuously spraying.
T minus 15
Just
seconds.
letting the damage over time happen.
T minus 10 seconds.
Another turret gun. We should all be able to get on the shuttle. And that's that's it. The player that actually called in the Avenger wasn't using it properly. They look like they're kind of low-leveled, so I guess, you know, we can assume that they just don't know how to use it. But all they had to do was really just prioritize tank bugs with it, and it will just eat them up over time, make them nice and slow. And the choice of using turrets in the arena was not a very good one. I think this was the last mission, so I can see what other games are in the list, and if I can't find any, I'll just end it. But if I do find something, I'll keep it going. This video, that is. This planet is finished. I could have actually just quit the moment I got on the shuttle, so I don't have to go through this. Kind of a waste of recording. So let's go back to my ship, and then we will take a gander at the multiplayer list. So we have a 12 hell dive we could do for cyborgs. We have a 5 challenging for bugs. We could actually try the difficulty 12 here with the cyborgs. But it requires, you know, knowledge of the game and mechanics and everything else. So I feel like I will have a lot to say in this particular game. So let's see how well we can all work together. Now, because we're against cyborgs, I'm going to have something that's a heavier firing weapon of sorts, so probably like the Scorcher or the Suppressor. We're going to need something that does a lot of damage to kill patrols rapidly. I'm going to maybe do the recoilless rifle here. I'm assuming that they're all doing assisted reloads. I also want an emplacement so I can do additional anti-tank while defending. And then to keep myself supplied with ammo, I think I'm going to take a second resupply stratagem. So Scorcher, 2 resupply stratagems, auto-injector for the desert, that's fine. Recoilless rifle, because you have to do assisted reloads, I feel like.
Request acknowledged.
Okay, so we are nearing where the escort is.
Line incoming.
I am going to bring in my anti-tank. I want to apply the fire debuff to all the units I can. Keep an eye on the patrols. That's bad.
Firing perfect.
It looks like we are not doing assisted reloads. So this might actually be our downfall. I'm glad I brought 2 resupply stratagems. It looks like we do not have sufficient anti-tank, which is very common in higher difficulty levels. We can't fight tanks, apparently, because I'm the only one that brought in anti-tank on a difficulty 12 cyborg planet. We have to actually go bottom right if we take the escort, and we can't do that. We actually have to keep moving here. I don't know why we're stagnant. I may actually have to end up using my microphone in this game, which is a rare thing. I don't know why we're not shooting the scouts that are off screen up top. I mean, you could hear them walking. I don't want to hug the edge of the screen because I'm using a Scorcher, so if a patrol does spawn in front of me, I can't shoot them. Okay, so we did that. We actually should be going up now to do that other launch pad. Prioritize the dogs. These units are like bullet sponges. They take a lot of resources to take down.
Dropping equipment.
I don't know why we called in ammo there.
Reloading!
If you are in transit to another objective, calling in anything really doesn't make sense. You want to keep moving, you know, to actually get to where you have to go. If you stop anywhere, then you're kind of risking another fight. And then you're using more resources than what you're calling in to do the fight. That's why you need high damage weapons. That's a good example right there to stop the patrol from signaling.
Dropping equipment. Equipment on its way.
I'm going to grab some ammo.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
Then I want to get in the emplacement as soon as I can, and then just use all the ammo I can. Now I say I want to use all the ammo I can because I cannot move the emplacement when this objective is over, so I might as well use the ammo. That is not the same, however, for using this in like a retaliatory strike, where you are always not moving. This tank is barely moving. The emplacement is definitely being helpful here in the defense. We have 19 seconds left, so I'm just going to use up the ammo. But you can see how valuable this was already.
Go, go, go! Reloading!
Okay.
Reloading! How you like the taste of freedom?
So by the time we get to our next objective, I should have another emplacement up. I'm expecting to. The cooldown should be up. We do have 2 more things to defend, so one of those objectives will not be defended by my emplacement. Get that fire debuff on them. You can see that the Scorcher does incredibly high damage in an AoE, with damage over time. Out of ammo. Gotta reload. So we do have a geological survey to complete here. I want my emplacement up, of course. So let's get that in there.
Supplies incoming. Dropping equipment. Stand by.
Could be in trouble already with this tank here. I don't know if I can finish reloading in time.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
I can't finish reloading my recoilless rifle in time, so I'm just going to actually use the emplacement immediately. Trying not to shoot the geological survey. That would be catastrophic. I'm tempted to get out and try to reload my recoilless rifle. Hopefully they keep it moving. Keep the objective moving forward. Okay. I do really want to reload my recoilless rifle. Now we will not have the emplacement for the defense of the launch pad. So we could actually be in trouble here. Maybe what we should have done was just wait for my emplacement to get off cooldown.
Dropping equipment.
Reloading. Say hello to democracy.
You can see the Scorcher doing a lot of work on the medium targets. As long as a tank does not come here, we can hold off the scouts. Top left.
Say hello to democracy.
So the laser rifle user should be shooting off screen a lot in the general direction of where the possible spawn points are on the map. Which it looks like what they're doing. They are kind of doing that, which is great. They have infinite ammo, so they should just be shooting a lot off screen. Oh, that's a shame. Grabbing ammo. I'm going to get the objective started. I want to get my emplacement maybe in like the side of the map here.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
Okay.
Equipment on its way. Equipment on its way. Stand by. Equipment
The emplacement is incredibly valuable in higher difficulty levels.
dropping equipment.
I would say not so much against the Illuminates, but definitely bugs and cyborgs.
Hold out. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds.
So the laser gun user should be doing a lot of shooting off screen.
T-minus 10 seconds. T-minus 5 seconds. Shuttle arriving.
don't know why they weren't like, getting out of my way. So that worked out really well. All that one turret gun was doing was shooting a tank that can't be killed by bullets because it's a tank. But you can see how effective the emplacement was. I was able to take down a lot of like high HP, high armored units with it in like one shot. So in a retaliatory strike, when you're trying to just last in a tight arena, you don't want to shoot anything and everything. You just want to make sure that your ammo is being used on those units with high armor, high HP. And those units, probably more so those units that can't be killed by bullets. Whereas if you are defending something for only like a minute and a half, you would want to just use all the ammunition in it because you'll be moving on anyway.
Hellport launch sequence initiated. Crew to stations. I repeat, crew to stations.
So I think I want to keep my loadout for the most part. I don't know if I can really identify anything that was kind of disappointing. I might do this this last mission, and then I'm kind of hungry, so I think I'm gonna stop the recording and then get something to consume. I'm gonna keep the Scorcher. I think that worked out really well, and I did find myself using both of my resupply stratagems, and the one emplacement I think is sensible. So I think I want to keep everything. Unfortunately, we're not doing any assisted reloads here. So I will just continue to use the recoilless rifle and then reload when I think I have enough time. I think I need like 5 seconds to reload that when I'm by myself, unless someone else wants to grab my support kit, but I could ask, I guess. So we landed on an objective in difficulty 12,
Dropping equipment.
which isn't smart. We might actually I am trying to chip away at the Overlord with the fire debuff.
Stand by. Equipment on its way. Supplies incoming. Request confirmed.
And I was able to kill it.
Broadcasting Helldiver emergency signal.
Okay. This guy has got to move out of my way so I can kill the tank. So I'm going to need that 5 seconds now to reload. We are going bottom left here.
Dropping equipment.
I don't know why you would call something in after we already have all the survivors. That's really risky. So I do still hear them behind us. We are definitely being followed, but they are not catching up. So the guard dog actually just leveled one of the survivors. Okay. We can actually look for the truth transmitter here. We should be running toward the center of the searchable area first. And there it is, in the center. As it most commonly is.
Dropping on its way. Repeat. Dropping equipment.
I messed up there with the arrows. I do hear a tank. More time to reload. I think I'm gonna die here. Okay. I did not die here. This would be so much easier with assisted reloads, but
Supplies incoming.
we are not fortunate enough to have that. I'm gonna continue to hide behind this here structure, this rock, to reload. Perpetually healing us doesn't help if we already have full health. Especially when you don't think we're going to take any damage. The guy with the trident laser weapon decided to pick up ammo. But of course it seems like no one else was going to grab it anyway, so. All we're doing is running upwards here to get to the artillery. I did not use my emplacement yet. I may have to for the artillery here. Have to reload at that point. I think I'm going to reload when I get to the or after I start that first step in the artillery. So I was really helpful in that, the Scorcher, getting those high hit point characters. Okay. I'm going to grab an ammo here, because I do need the rockets, and then we're going to keep on moving. I really don't like sprinting when... Oh. I don't like sprinting when going from one objective to another.
Incoming fire.
will have to defend the geological survey, so I will be using my emplacement.
Yes.
So this is the survey. I think what I want to do is put it right here.
Dropping equipment. Deploying defensive assets. Dropping equipment.
Mines over there is also a good idea. The structure with the mountain that we have here to the right is really great, actually, to keep back any patrols. So they can only really come in 2 directions. They're just on the other side of that structure. Or I guess they can spawn there. Okay, so that's a little unfortunate they can spawn there. I want to get them before they signal anything. Thought I saw something far less. I didn't get it in time. So we actually have to go up top, so it looks like our pathing was a little messed up. Hopefully they know there's mines there. So our choice of running in this direction was wrong.
Defensive stratagem
I
incoming.
don't know if that was my fault, but we do have one that we have to go all the way back up again. So this is actually quite inefficient. But what we can do is just follow the edge of the map. Hopefully we can dodge a lot of patrols. Don't use too much ammo. I do have both my ammo stratagems off cooldown though. But there's definitely a benefit to having 2 ammo stratagems.
Request acknowledged.
Especially when you have a backpack item already, like a support kit, or maybe a shield, or a directional, you know.
Supplies incoming. Equipment on its way.
Throw an ammo down, and then just see if
Defensive equipment
any
inbound.
patrols are coming. I might actually load a little prematurely and then grab another ammo, because it looks like we're about to finish up. Okay. I don't know why that guy with the laser weapon is trying to grab ammo. All we have to do is keep moving here. We don't have to fight that, that's behind us. I don't know if I have 5 seconds or not to reload, but... Okay. Try to kill tanks whenever I can, but now I'm gonna have to reload. We are almost at extraction. There's a patrol down here, so I want to reload in case it's a tank.
Extraction confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Appears to be dogs.
1 minute 30 seconds. Stratagem incoming. Dropping equipment.
Oh, that's not good.
Dropping equipment.
I want to get my emplacement up.
Engaging target area. T-minus 1 minute.
I want to prioritize those high hit point, high armor targets.
Stand by. Equipment on its way. Equipment on its way.
Remember, a rumbler is not anti-tank. You can kill a tank, a cyborg tank, by hitting it from behind, though. I think this tank is barely
Deploying
behind the shuttle beacon.
request confirmed.
A reinforce was called above me here, so this could be my demise. Nope. Very close, though. Try not to call your friends in on top of someone in an emplacement.
Shuttle arriving. Dropping equipment.
And that was it. The emplacement is just so powerful. It can be really valuable. One of the unfortunate situations of using an emplacement against the bugs is when an impaler spawns behind a large rock structure or behind a large sand dune, and you can't shoot through it, but they can still kind of put their tentacles through the ground and reach you. That's always an unfortunate situation. I'm going to stop the recording here, even though we have one mission left. And I'm going to go eat something. Hopefully you picked up a little tidbit of information. And I'll see you guys in the next video.